If you've been wondering why Deegan's performance has declined and why she's been plagued by a string of disasters, this video provides all the explanations. We'll delve into her mediocre finishes and the persistent criticism she's received, leaving her future in danger. Will she be left without a ride next year? Join us on NASCAR Zone as we uncover stunning truths and debate if this promising rookie has reached her breaking point. But before we dive into that, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Cast your mind back to a few years ago when Deegan burst onto the scene, transitioning from the ARCA Menard Series West to the prestigious ARCA Menard Series. The racing world was abuzz with excitement, anticipating great things from this rising star. With a solid, if not extraordinary, track record in the main ARCA division, Deegan set her sights on the highly competitive Truck Series. 2 seasons with David Gilliland Racing, now Trick and Garage, paved the way for her move to the illustrious ThorSport Racing in 2023. ThorSport Racing, home to champions Ben Rhodes and Matt Crafton, as well as the lightning-fast Majeski, seemed like the perfect match for Deegan's aspirations. Both Rhodes and Majeski had been title contenders in the previous season, and joining forces with this formidable team should have been the breakthrough Deegan needed. Yet, as the 2023 season unfolded, it became painfully clear that Deegan's progress had hit a roadblock. With only one top 10 finish to her name, a commendable 6th place at Texas Motor Speedway, she suffered through 8 finishes outside the top 20 in 13 races. Her last 3 outings ended in dismal finishes of 28th or worse, leaving fans and critics perplexed. One incident that particularly stands out is Deegan's unfortunate clash with Lawless Alan in Nashville. A mere 5 laps into the race, her ill-fated encounter not only spelled the end of Alan's night, but also collected Jack Wood in its wake. The aftermath of the race incident between Lawless Alan and Hailie Deegan left no room for pleasantries. With his own race cut short due to the collision, Alan didn't hold back in expressing his frustration toward his fellow driver.
I don't think there's much to say. She's talentless and just sailed it off in there and wrecked me. Like, it's lap, 3? And you're already sailing it in there? Like, I just don't understand what the move was about. It's not the first time she's wrecked me. She does it to fucking everybody, so.
Deegan's journey in the Truck Series has been fraught with obstacles, including aggressive encounters with rival drivers that have hindered her progress. Another most recent incident occurred at Worldwide Technology Raceway, when Nick Sanchez abruptly ended Deegan's promising run. Engaged in a 3-wide battle, Sanchez made contact with Deegan's car, sending her crashing into the wall and prematurely concluding her day on the track. The avoidability of the crash was pointed out by commentator Michael Waltrip, who remarked,
"Yeah, that's totally avoidable. I don't know if she didn't drive in as far as he thought she might, but you can't just run over someone."
Deegan took to her official Instagram account, sharing a video of the crash and expressing her disappointment with a caption that read, "Had a good day going till we got jumped." In a subsequent apology, Nick Sanchez took responsibility for his mistake and offered a sincere apology to Hailie Deegan.
You know, it's unfortunate I hate to tear up a truck, and especially her, but just, you know, racing hard, trying to get momentum, pushed her back bumper off of 2 into 3, trying to get clear of the 2 on my inside, and just racing so close, hit her, no 2 ways around it. So unfortunate, sucks that it happens, and my apologies.
Unfortunately, these weren't the only crash Deegan experienced this year. Another collision occurred with Zane Smith, a highly regarded driver in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and the defending champion. During lap 90 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Smith lost control of his number 38 Front Row Motorsports Ford F-150 while exiting turn 4. As his truck spun across the track, it collided with the right side of Deegan's number 13 truck, leaving her with no room to evade the collision. The crash inflicted substantial damage to the right side of Deegan's truck, while Smith's left front corner also suffered a significant impact. Despite the damage, both drivers managed to continue the race after receiving repairs from their respective pit crews. These incidents serve as reminders of the challenges Deegan faces as she navigates her way through the Truck Series, striving to overcome adversity and make her mark in the sport. At this juncture, Deegan finds herself in a precarious position, with her reputation taking a significant hit. The likelihood of her advancing from the Truck Series to higher echelons of racing appears bleak. Despite boasting a substantial fan base across social media platforms, Deegan's struggles on the track this year have been glaringly evident. In the Truck Series, she has managed just one top 10 finish out of 7 finishes within the top 20. To be fair, Deegan did display glimpses of her potential during her lone NASCAR Xfinity Series appearance last season at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Piloting an SS Greenlight racing car, she impressed by clinching a respectable 13th place finish. Perhaps it's time for her to explore this avenue further. Alternatively, if her current performance continues to wane, Deegan risks losing her ride altogether, leaving her NASCAR career hanging in the balance. Will the underdog rise from the ashes and seize her moment of glory? Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain, Hailie Deegan's journey is teetering on a precipice, and the racing world waits with bated breath to see which path she chooses. What do you think? Is it time to put a plug on Hailie Deegan? Tell us know in the comments section below. And be sure to hit the bell button and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. Talking about the other drivers at the Nashville incident, Carson Hocevar dazzles with a second win of the season at Nashville Superspeedway. In a thrilling showdown at Nashville Superspeedway, Carson Hocevar showcased his prowess behind the wheel, securing his second victory of the season. Fending off fierce competition from Zane Smith and a charging Nick Sanchez, Hocevar emerged triumphant on Friday, June 23, in a race that delivered heart-stopping action. Seizing the lead from the outside lane after a restart with 40 laps remaining, Hocevar refused to relinquish his position, navigating the track with precision. Although a late restart posed a challenge, the determined driver proved unyielding, ultimately clinching the checkered flag. Notably, this win also earned Hocevar and Nice Motorsports a noteworthy $50,000 bonus as part of the Triple Truck Challenge program. Smith, demonstrating his own skill and determination, secured a hard-fought second-place finish, narrowly edging out Sanchez, who showcased an impressive surge toward the front. Corey Heim showcased his talent as well, securing a commendable fourth-place finish, while Bailey Curry impressed the crowd with a consistent performance, rounding out the top 5 finishers. The race was not without its compelling storylines. Jake Drew, the reigning 2022 ARCA Menard Series West champion, made his Truck Series debut, joining the prestigious ThorSport racing team. Drew garnered stage points and delivered a solid 12th place finish, leaving a lasting impression on his inaugural outing. Corey Roper, team owner of Roper Racing, made his season debut as a driver, stepping into the cockpit after Caden Honeycutt and Johnny Sauter shared driving duties for the team. Roper's return followed a suspension at the beginning of the season due to a violation of NASCAR's substance abuse policy. Another notable comeback was witnessed as Nick Leitz took the wheel of Young's Motorsports number 20 truck after serving a 25-point penalty for an illegal window net at Kansas Speedway. Starting from a -9 points, Leitz finally turned the tide, finishing a respectable 19th and elevating his points tally into positive territory. Sanchez continued to demonstrate his dominance by securing his third pole position of the season. Engaging in a spirited battle with Raja Karuth and Smith for the Stage 1 victory, Sanchez showcased his unwavering determination. Karuth briefly enjoyed the lead, marking his first lap led in the Truck Series, but fuel pressure issues plagued him, forcing him to retire for over 30 laps. Stage 2 saw Heim triumph under caution, benefiting from rookie Daniel Dye's mishap that resulted in contact with Lane Riggs. Brett Holmes, attempting to avoid the incident, also suffered damage, prematurely ending his race. Despite encountering obstacles, Dean Thompson displayed a stellar performance, making impressive progress to secure a top 15 position with the Tricom Toyota. However, unfortunate contact with Christian X with 46 laps remaining sent Thompson's truck crashing into the wall. Marking his 7th did not finish DNF in 13 starts, capping off a remarkable weekend. Bailey Curry delivered a standout fifth-place finish. After qualifying second behind Sanchez, Curry consistently ran among the top contenders throughout the race, even contending for the lead against Heem during Stage 2, ultimately leading his first-ever lap. The defining moment of the race came during the restart following Thompson's crash. Although Smith possessed a formidable truck, Hocevar skillfully utilized the outside lane, surging ahead and stretching his lead to a remarkable 2.5 seconds at one point. It appeared to be Hocevar's race to lose until a caution emerged due to contact between X and Stuart Friesen, setting the stage for a thrilling 3-lap shootout to the finish. Opting for a pit stop during the caution, Sanchez displayed exceptional tenacity, maneuvering his way to a remarkable third place on the final restart, engaged in a fierce battle with Smith for second. However, neither driver possessed enough firepower to catch the untouchable Hocevar, who cruised across the finish line, securing his well-deserved second win of the season. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos on NASCAR updates. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.